Good evening and thank you for joining me here again. Tonight's video is going to be a little bit different than what I've been doing. Going to try to appease the algorithm, the almighty algorithm, and I'm going to do a reaction video. I'm going to be reacting to a post on one of my favorite subreddits, AITA, Am I the A-hole? I will not be swearing on this channel, so that's what I'll say instead. Am I the a-hole? I saw this post and I thought it was something that was pretty interesting that I wanted to share with you and kind of give you my feelings on it, my take on it. So I'll show you here the post. Not exactly sure how to show you my screen without showing you all my Reddit login information and everything, so I just copied and pasted it into a Word doc. But I'll show you here so you can read it. Alright, here we are. So, am I the a-hole for telling my sister-in-law her friend is no longer allowed over because she wears revealing clothing around my husband? So, kind of the gist of the story here is the sister-in-law moved in with her brother and his wife, and she's been living up in the attic while she's getting back on her feet. And her sister-in-law often brings over a friend who apparently, when there are other people around, wears baggy clothes, stuff that's not revealing whatsoever. But whenever she is alone with her sister's brother, the husband, she goes upstairs and changes into short shorts and apparently semi-translucent or translucent shirt, which made the husband very uncomfortable. So he went to his wife and told her about it, and they confronted the sister-in-law. Sister-in-law reacted by saying that they were sexist a-holes, and started to insist that that they were being sexist because of her husband's reaction to her friend. So yeah, copied and pasted this directly. Didn't edit the language whatsoever. So there you have it. There's the story. Is she the wife an a-hole for confronting her sister-in-law about this, because she is now afraid that by bringing this up to the sister-in-law that she has ruined their relationship? So I wanted to react to a few different things here. One was the husband's response. In one situation, this friend took off her pants in front of him, tried to touch his hand, which he is very averse to, which I think that's commendable. I think that's absolutely commendable that he would get upset about that, and that he would tell his wife about that, and that he would be that uncomfortable touching a strange woman who seems to flirt with him whenever she has a chance. So I absolutely commend him for stepping up and saying something and not letting that play out any further, and not potentially endangering his marriage over perhaps a cute girl, for lack of a better phrase there. Now what about the wife? She confronted her sister-in-law. They sat down and asked her to not have that friend come over anymore. The sister-in-law feels very strongly opposed to that. The friend was there for her in her time of need, and is now making life uncomfortable under her brother and sister-in-law's roof. Gosh, that's a tough situation. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Are you willing to wreck the relationship with your sister-in-law? Do you alienate your husband and take the friend's side? I mean, what are you supposed to do there? I think that she did make the right call. I may not have gone about it the same way, but I think confronting the sister and explaining that what is happening is not okay and that things need to change is absolutely appropriate. Like I said before, Spouses are clothing for each other. So her husband needed protection. Protection from sexual harassment, protection from a woman who was apparently sexually attracted to him. He needed protection from that. He needed someone there as a barrier. And that's how she acted. And I think she absolutely made the right call. Is you have to remember that when you're in someone else's home, it's their rules. You have to abide by their rules if you're going to be in someone's home. And you have the choice to be in that home or not be in that home. But they have the choice to set the rules for their home. And I have my rules right there on the wall. You can kind of see the board there. I burned it into a piece of Purple Heart to really kind of hammer home how serious my rules are to me. And the rules of my house are: speak truthfully and treat everyone with respect. And I will absolutely kick you out of my home if you don't follow those rules. It's nothing personal, but at the same time it is personal, because this is where I have to feel safe. This is where I have to feel comfortable. This is where I have to be protected from the outside world and not have to deal with dishonesty and not have to deal with people acting disrespectfully. So good for them. They set those boundaries. I personally would have gone about it a little bit differently. I don't know if I would have, as the spouse, spoken to the sibling. So you got to remember, it's the brother's sister who's living there. So I think if I were that man, I would have confronted my sister about it as peacefully as possible. Let her know that what's going on is uncomfortable. Let her know that I love her and that I care for her and I don't want to harm her in any way, but what's happening isn't good for me. And I would have explained, if that were me at my age, I would have explained to them that I needed to feel safe in my home, and what was currently happening wasn't making me feel safe, so that she can understand the gravity of why I wouldn't want that friend in the home anymore. Is if you deal with people sincerely, by and large, you're going to have an empathetic response. If you are deceitful and you try to, dissuade people or you try to alter people's perception of you by being dishonest or doing whatever you're doing, kind of lost the train there, then you're going to get the same kind of responses back. So that's my advice. If you are in a situation like that, you need to feel comfortable in your home. If a strange person of the same or opposite gender as you comes in and takes off their pants, leave the room. It may seem rude, it may seem very uncomfortable to do, but good gosh, if someone's taking off their clothes when I don't want them to, I don't want to be in that room. So that's my other little piece there. So anyway, let me know what you thought. Let me know how you would have reacted. I would really love to hear from the people that are watching these videos and get your reaction to this. Hear what you have to say. I'd love to have discussions about this. So please, comment conscientiously down below. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. Give me a thumbs down if you don't. I can't grow and can't be better unless I know what I'm doing right and doing wrong. So may peace and blessings be on you and those you love, and hope you have an excellent night and a wonderful day tomorrow. Thank you.